Ladies and gentlemen, a judge in New York has recommended that Danny Pantaleo be fired over Eric Garner's chokehold death. No defense. I don't know how you send a police officer like this out in the public. The public is not going to be trusting this guy. No defense, if I called the cops and I saw Danny Pantaleo coming, I would ask him to leave. You don't want nobody like that around you. You know, I think once you kill unarmed people, you are never going to be trusted, fully trusted in the public. You just not. And in my opinion, he need to go into a neighborhood that looks just like him and patrol over there. That would be the best thing for him. But coming back around any black neighborhood, that's going to be pretty rough for him to do. I'm being real with you. It's going to be rough for him to do that. So, NYPD judge recommends Danny Pantaleo be fired over Eric Garner's chokehold death. This came out August 2nd in the New York Post. Police officer Danny Pantaleo should be fired for the chokehold incident involving Eric Garner, an NYPD judge ruled. NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Trials, Rosemary Maldonado, had been weighing whether Pantaleo, who a grand jury declined to indict and who the feds chose not to hit with civil rights charges, should face department discipline. Garner's July 17, 2014 death on Staten Island became a rally cry for the Black Lives Matter movement after cell phone video captured the 43-year-old repeatedly yelling, "I can't breathe," while being busted on suspicious of illegal selling loose cigarettes. That is not worth somebody dying over. I don't give a damn. Even you trolls are full of shit when you say that. So if that's the case, the next time something minor happens in your family and a cop got to be called, I hope somebody in your family gets choked to death. Okay, under NYPD rules, the verdict will now go to a civilian complaint review board, which prosecuted the case. According to Stuart London, Pantaleo's lawyer, each side will have 2 weeks to submit responses to NYPD Commissioner James O'Neill, who can go along with or overrule Maldonado's verdict. So, ladies and gentlemen, they drew this thing out on purpose for the last 5 years. It is no way it should take this long for a ruling. It should never have taken this long to decide whether to fire Danny Pantaleo. This whole thing was drawn out deliberately. And I do believe the DOJ already made their decision not to do anything to Danny Pantaleo long before they said something. I really do. They set this whole thing up so that this cop can get away with everything. And he's getting away with it, y'all. Let me just tell you one thing. Just because you beat a court case don't mean you are going to beat the public's opinion about you. I want you to always notice how these people that beat their court cases, when they murder someone, they don't have such an easy time out in public. Their lives are never the same. Just ask George Zimmerman. So, ladies and gentlemen, the only hope for justice now lies with Police Commissioner O'Neill. The police union boss said, who knows the message that this decision send to every cop. We are expendable and we cannot expect any support from the city we protect. He knows that if he affirms this horrendous decision, he will lose the police department. That's bullshit. Who cares? You unions are overrated anyway. Somebody need to come in there and bust up these police unions. Ain't no way in hell they should be as powerful as they are. You serve the public. Your money comes from the taxpayers. You should not be able to overrule anybody. Get the fuck out of here. O'Neill has previously declined to say if he will follow the administrative judge decision, but law enforcement sources told the Post he will go along with the ruling. Pantaleo was suspended immediately after the administrative judge decision was made public. NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Public Information, Philip Walzak, said in a statement, as is the long-standing practice in these matters when the recommendation is termination. Walzak said O'Neill's decision on Pantaleo's employment is expected sometime this month, but that the commissioner has not been provided with a copy of Maldonado's ruling. It's been shared with the CCRB and the defense for a standard period of final comment from each. He said Maldonado will then deliver the completed report with those comments to the police commissioner for final dissolution. Okay, so of course Garner's family is very upset that Pantaleo is there, still doing a job every day. So they have spoken out, and if you haven't seen it, you just pull up the video online. You should be able to see Eric Garner's mother and his daughter speaking, and their dissatisfaction of any punishment being done to Danny Pantaleo, and I believe Al Sharpton also spoke. A Commissioner O'Neill fire Pantaleo. That's all we're asking. We are asking for the congressional hearing. We are going to keep fighting for the Eric Garner law, she said, but 5 years is too long. Commissioner O'Neill, do your job. She is right. No, nothing should take this long. Nothing should take this long. These people are full of shit. You can tell when they are stalling and trying to put stuff off. They're trying to put it off because they really, truly don't want to do a thing. But 5 years of stalling, come on now. That's ridiculous. The Gardner family and supporters have circulated petitions seeking a law that would ban the chokehold allegedly used on the day that Garner died. But the recommendation is not sitting well with some cops. Yeah, because they want to go out there and do the same thing. I don't think he should be fired. The man resisted arrest. This is bullshit talk. This is bullshit talk, y'all. No matter how minor the charge was, he shouldn't have resisted. Oh, get out of here with that crap. You only say that crap to black folks. Get out of here with that. I reject that. They told him he had to leave. He didn't leave. So what? Even if he didn't leave, that doesn't mean somebody deserved to die. Get the hell out of here. Oh, well, you know what this is? It goes back to the slave codes. If we do something wrong, we deserve to be killed, or be killed disciplining us and all that garbage. Okay, I don't care about this. I really don't. All right. So, in a statement Friday, the Civilian Complaint Review Board said the evidence presented by prosecutors at the hearing was more than sufficient to prove that Pantaleo is unfit to serve. And he is. Pantaleo should not be put out on the streets ever again. He should be banned from policing altogether. He should not be able to go to another city or county and get hired. You know, he should be banned altogether from policing, just like the cop that killed Sandra Bland. Okay, that police officer is banned from getting another job as a cop. And the same thing needs to happen to Danny Pantaleo. But remember, we don't live in a just system. We live in this one. So in this system, they don't believe in punishing people like Danny Pantaleo. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to hold my breath. If they do fire him, the way I see it, he still got away with murder because he's not going to jail. Danny Pantaleo did not get the punishment that fit the crime that he committed. Plain and simple. The way I see it, he got off easy. So if he keeps his job, he got off easy. If he gets fired, he got off easy. He got away with murder. If you and I went out there and choked someone out on the streets, you're going to jail. It doesn't matter if the person didn't have a gun or they were just standing there doing nothing. You're going to jail. Plain and simple. There was nothing going on that day that somebody needed to die. Pantaleo is a piece of shit. And I hope for the rest of his life he never finds a moment peace. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.